Huh? Oh my. You'd think an employee would know not to tap on the glass. I haven't seen you around before. Are you new? Oh, my apologies. You can barely hear me like this. Well, why don't you come upstairs and we can chat? You do know where to go, don't you? They move awfully fast. Probably coming up here to frantically apologize with how nervous they looked. Oh, that was quick. Hello there. No need to apologize. I'm certain it was an accident, right? You tripped? Oh my, how clumsy of you. But I guess I can't talk, seeing as I wouldn't make it far on land without falling either. You really have to leave so soon? Surely there isn't that much to do after hours. And you're not security, are you? Oh, you make sure all the fish are all right through the night. That sounds like a boring job. Sorry, just playing. I'm sure it's important work, but I've never seen you before. Don't tell me you were slacking the other nights. Oh, I see. You were told to leave me be. Well, they were right. I do appreciate privacy after a long day, but the evenings can get a bit lonely with no one around. I'm sort of a chatterbox. Oh, thank you. It's rare I get complimented on my English. Like, everyone thinks because I look half human it'd be easy for me to speak it, right? But Mer language is completely different. I was lucky enough to learn from one of the few marine biologists that are fluent. I really can never repay him for the effort. Well, you can only speak it properly underwater, so study sessions were a game of speaking Mer language to me underwater and then going up to speak it in English. In comparison, teaching me how to read was easy. Oh yes, I can read most anything in English now, but I still try to practice with books. It's much easier here with the waterproof tablet they gave me. I'm afraid merfolk don't have much of a written language. There are definitely symbols that have meaning to us, but being underwater, we can't exactly write things down. So we use spoken word and I guess you'd call it sign language almost exclusively. Yes, maybe that does explain why I'm so chatty. Sorry if I'm taking up your time. I just love talking to people. Obviously, were I back home, I'd have my family to speak with at a late hour like this. Here, though, it's just me, the only mermaid in captivity. Just a joke. I'm not actually being held captive. You know that. It's in my contract. I can request to return to the ocean whenever I like. But even with a stipulation like that, it's hard to get any merfolk to agree to a deal like this. Yeah, historically, places like this were a living nightmare for us. There was once a time when humans saw no issue with taking us from the ocean and putting us on display in cramped tanks like we were mindless fish, all because they made no effort to understand us. It didn't surprise me when I learned they'd do the same with some humans, too. Cruelty is more common than anyone wants to admit. Oh, yes, I'm just fine here. Sorry to bring the mood down. There's plenty of space for me, and the water temperature is perfect. And they've given me my own little nook to hide away and rest in. Honestly, it's an impressive replica of the ocean. Were it not for the big pane of glass, I'd almost believe it was real. That's a fair question. Knowing the history, why would I agree to this? It's exciting. it's not the only reason. I do find humans fascinating, and I enjoy getting to be an ambassador for my species. You should see the way children's eyes light up when they see me. But there's just the thrill of being somewhere new. Well, I'm from the ocean. Even though it's huge and there are plenty of places to explore, it's still always the ocean. It's always water and waves. But on land, everything is so varied. It's a bit mind-boggling. I mean, you have mountains, deserts, prairies, cities, all sorts of different places. And you build such incredible things. Merfolk are content to use the natural surroundings for homes, but humans create new places to live. It's all just so interesting. I had to see it for myself. You're right. I'm still stuck in one place even though I'm up here. But I get to see so much more. Not just using the tablet, the internet is fascinating, by the way, but the things people bring me. My dry collection is over there, see? Look at all those cute plushies and little knickknacks. Some of them are even sturdy enough to go underwater with me. I keep those in my nook. I'd never be able to see things like this back home. You know, the other day, someone brought a dog here. A dog. It was adorable. And they let me touch it even though it was a service dog. I had never heard of that. An animal you walk around with that helps you? What an idea. Exactly. There's so much I don't know. Just look at these plushies. So many of them are animals I didn't even know existed. Like this one. An elephant. Have you seen one of those? Me neither. I'd really like to, though. But a mermaid can't exactly go to the zoo. No, I wouldn't rather be human, not at all. But it's only natural to want to see new things, even if the places you can go are limited. Oh, it's fine. I'm still seeing more than I could have imagined. Every day here is so fun. And there's one thing I'm really looking forward to. At the end of the month, there's going to be a parade. And guess who's got a spot on the aquarium's float? It'll be fine. I can handle being in a smaller tank for a few hours. And I'll get to see so much more of the city. You should come watch. Or better yet, maybe you could be on the float. You do work here. Aw, that's a shame. Right. Talking about work, I am keeping you from your job. I should let you get back to it. It was so nice chatting with you. Don't be afraid to come visit another night. I promise I won't mind. Have a good night. Good luck with the fish. I need to cut out my own stomach. The constant gurgling and blubbling and blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's like I have a fucking aquarium in my stomach. I hate it here. I really do.